Hey everyone, this is Brian. I plan on doing a video, a couple more videos, like an update kind of thing on the channel. I've been at work more, spending more time at work than I have at home. Hardly ever have time for anything. But today's a nice day, and I just got my brand new Lee Lodahl 2, and I've been doing an awful lot for work, or at work I should say. Hardly have time for anything or anyone, and I just figured I'd make a video, have some fun. Hope everybody had a really good Easter, and yeah, I mean I did. I had a really awesome time. I spent some time with family, other than people in my family making fun of me for being a prepper. Other than that, I had a really good time. I had a really freaking amazing time. Other than that, I had a pretty good day. My stepdad came over here to help me put in that motion light and the one in the back. I'd never done it before. I figured, it was pretty easy, but I just wanted somebody here to, that I could go to if I had any questions while doing it. So I had him here, and he just happened to notice one bag of rice, or one bag of beans, and asked me about it, and I told him. I didn't think nothing of it, but he had told my mom, my little sister, and everybody at his house that I had been doing that, and they all pretty much thought I was nuts. Well, I mean, yeah, I do live in Central Illinois, where the biggest things I guess you got to worry about is being overtaxed and underpaid. But I haven't really figured out a way how to prep for that yet, other than have a bunch of money on the side. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much how my Easter went. I got made fun of for being a prepper and somebody who likes to be prepared, and but oh heck, I mean, what can I do? But the funny thing is I bet most of the people in my family that are making fun of me, when stuff does go wrong, I'm pretty sure. Oh man, there's a hawk flying over there. I'd be willing to bet money that they'd come right over here. Guaranteed. First time something really goes wrong, they'll be here. With Trump doing the EMP thing, where he was saying, the whole national power grid needs to be EMP hardened. Well, I'm a big firm believer in that. Oh yeah, and if anybody's ever tried this shit is awesome. Here's my opinion on it. And my opinion on that is with Russia and China trying to get into Venezuela down there. They know that if they get in there and they get a military established down there, Venezuela is pretty close to the United States, and they could set up a base and launch a nuke up in the air, up above the United States, and it would be very, very hard to, everybody in the military would have to be in the United States that would be in charge of tracking and, watching all that. They'd have to be on their toes. Because, some of the missiles, they go at like Mach 2, Mach 3. Realistically, I haven't done the math on it, but I would think that you would be from the ground all the way up to the upper atmosphere. I think it's called a troposphere or something like that. I'm trying to remember. I haven't had to use that word since high school. But literally, I think you'd be there in about 5 to 10 minutes, realistically. Flying straight up, 5 to 10 minutes. Now, I ain't no expert. I would say a 10-minute trip, flying at Mach 1 or Mach 2, I think you'd be there within 10 minutes or so. But I could be wrong, which I'm pretty sure I am. But, I ain't trying to fearmonger. I'm just trying to give my opinion and what I think. Now that I think about it, it ain't about oil, because we got all the oil that we could possibly want. Got a massive, massive oil reserve underneath Yellowstone. Of course, Yellowstone's been more and more active. That little bastard could blow, or that big bastard could blow. Oh, man. But I'm going to get off of here, y'all. It's just a really nice, beautiful day outside. It's not too windy. It's not too cold. It's not too hot. And I got to screw this in and clamp it down on my new lead load all. And before I forget, get this little bastard out of my pocket. I bought a North American Arms 22 revolver. It's 22 LR, not the 22 short. Yes, it's unloaded. You can see right there on the sides, it's both unloaded. See down the other two tubes. It's unloaded. I've always wanted one of these little guys. Ever since I've seen my first Western movie, I like these old Derringers, but by no means is this going to be a self-defense tool. It really isn't. If I need to defend myself, I'm going to use my Glock 22. My Glock 22 with night sights, and that has a standard capacity magazine. Even though I live in Illinois, I'm not in Cook County, so I ain't got to worry about none of that bullshit just yet. And even if that bullshit did pass, I probably wouldn't follow it. I'd probably keep a 10-round in my gun, a 10-round magazine in my gun, and then have a couple of 15s and 30s off to the side somewhere. But all at the same time, if I got caught with those magazines not in the gun, I'd still be charged with it. So, I might as well have it in there. Think about it. But, this is a kind of a teaser thing for the next video. I have not shot this yet whatsoever. Last night I took it apart, cleaned it, and oiled it. Before I shoot it, I do that with every gun. I take it apart and I clean it. And holy shit, this thing is really, really hard to take apart. I watched a video on it was Chrome Freak guy or something like that. He did a video on this, how to take this thing apart, and the amount of little parts in here really kind of took me by surprise. And the fact that there's very few moving parts in this thing. Like, there's very few. But it's a good little gun. It's a great little thing to have. But I'm going to get off here, y'all. Hope everybody has a really awesome day. Take care, y'all. Bye.